Great start. Ah, here we are. Oh my gosh, and my timing was perfect. The game came up like 10 minutes ago. Very exciting. Very exciting. So, here I am. I spent all day editing video and grinding out some stuff in Nora Kingdom. Not my dragon points. My dragon points are at... I finished the first round of dragon points, so I decided that we're going to the moon. So we're actually just going to completely ignore the summer event if we can. I want to go to the moon. Let's not judge the team, shall we? Hold on. Let's not talk about any of my teams. Where's the moon? Nope, not that. Oh. There's... Wait, is the moon on... Wait, Ming? You don't need to... You don't need to watch while you're at work. That feels like it might not be a good idea. I'm sorry, I had to wait for the game to come up, so that's why it's late. And I always do this. Every time there's a Genshin patch, I'll stay up late. And, you know, game it out. Now, I did actually kind of try to avoid seeing a lot of what's going on, which is something I found, like, not watching the live streams to see what's coming. I found that it's more fun. Just everything being a complete surprise. Oh, well, it's late for me. I'm actually kind of surprised it's voiced. I... 7:30 p.m. is late. Oh, there's nothing here. 7:30 p.m. isn't late in a, like, it's late at night kind of way, but it is late to be like, okay, I'm gonna lock in and play video games for the next 3 hours. I mean... What? Are these guys just all vanishing? Oh, they're going to Columbina. That's fine. Well, normally I work. So, if I say it's late, I say it's late. You know, I've actually been going to bed at like 9:30 at night and thinking to myself, oh, I'm going to bed late. But that's what happens when you wake up at 5 a.m. every day, you know? Copied Fufu's powers. Actually, that reminds me, I haven't used it in a while, but I was thinking about it today. Hold on, hold on. Do I still have her hat? Close enough. Water slide in Miliastra? I'm not gonna look at Miliastra for a while yet. What's with the title, You're at the Moon? We're going to the moon. That wasn't on the map. I looked at the map. That wasn't... Oh, now it's on the map. You'll see. The moon should be soon. Hat, hat, hat. I mean, I suppose this is a rocket station.
ここがコロンビーナの目的地なのか？ひとまずこの辺りを探し。あの月霊たちどこに向かってるんだ？もしかしてあいつらコロンビーナを見かけたのか？
Oh, I really just want to go to the moon, though. So the temptation to stick around here and explore this. Oh, hey, Aria. No, it's not. And frankly, despite the fact that, you guys decided to vote for Dragon Points, we're going to the moon anyway. Cyberpunk Edgerunner. I actually did not watch the original one. I have not watched the Cyberpunk Edgerunner anime. Alright. Dunanda Forward Station. Wait, does that mean you don't have to watch the old one if you want to watch the new one? Oh. A lot of bits on the ground here. Hello, Firelander. What do you mean the moon hunts me? No, I'm going to the moon. I don't know how much preamble there's going to be, but... I feel like you've just given me some pretty bad spoilers for an anime I haven't watched, so that's disappointing. Now I had no reason to watch it anymore. Hello, IT Dream. This is Genshin Impact, actually. I've been playing this game for a very long time, but it rarely wins the polls. So, I'm just playing it anyway today, despite the fact that it didn't win, because I wanted to go to the moon. Oh, is that why you guys are bringing up Edgerunners? You watch it for the journey. I suppose that is true. Gosh, I kind of just figured there wouldn't be anything on the ground. I figured we'd just go to the moon. Now I'm all in a rush. Oh, hey, Kai. Yep, I'm fine. Listen, I did finish one full round of the Dragon Points, so that's enough. That's enough. I'm happy with how much Dragon Point I got this month. And the amount that I normally grind at the end of the month before the like on the last day is the same amount that I would need to even start the second round. Some kind of device, I'd say? Oh wow, so descriptive. Duelist on Aura Kingdom. I play mine as Holy, but that's because I'm old-fashioned. Generally, you want to go for physical. I don't really have... Actually, I finally got my hands on a decent physical Eidolon for the first time. But I still stick with Holy because that's what I've got for, like I got the Michaela weapon and I've got the Holy Eidolon, so I'm gonna stick with Holy. It feels like it's gonna take us a bit to get to the moon.
びっくりしたじゃんか。おいらはもっとお行儀がいい。
Okay, so funny story actually.
お行儀
I went out.
そういう
I spent all morning editing the next short that I'm going to be doing is that it's actually going to come out tomorrow, so keep an eye out for that. I'm pretty happy with this one that's coming out tomorrow. But then afterwards I was like, all right, we're going to go to the store, we're going to pick up a treat. And it was as I was walking back that I realized that Aura Kingdom was about to go, or sorry, not Aura Kingdom, that Genshin was about to go down for the maintenance and I didn't have a thumbnail. So originally what I wanted to get a shot with the actual moon in the sky, but by the time I got back, there was literally 5 minutes left. Yeah, I added the hat because Plinko said something about Farina. Which skill on Duelist is physical? The majority of its skills are physical. What's going on here anyway? I feel like we gotta get the energy from these Saphirs into that thing. But... oh, maybe it's related to the power that's not on yet, so I'll let that be for a minute. We'll come back here later, probably.
ここがエネルギー室だな。
The way I say Saphir is fine, okay?
装置っぽくは見えない
This is the wrong game to be making fun of me for Saphirs.
ってことはエネルギーのアクティブ化に必要なものなのかもな。
Or should I just say that's the Canadian way of saying Saphir? Despite the fact that even my mom was like, no man, that's not how you say it. Seriously though, like I took my mom out for coffee not long after the last time I had done the Stellar Saphir runs. And I was like, yo, so people are making fun of me for the way I say Saphir. And my mom's like, yeah, because you're saying Saphir weird. You're saying sphere weird. It just sounds wrong. Find a way to activate the energy mechanisms. I should have been reading what Paimon said.
どうしたんだ？動かないのか？やっぱり転びびっくりさせちゃったか？オイラたち、お前が困ってるんじゃないかって
Atmosphere.
心配でついてきたんだ。
Atmosphere? Atmosphere. No. Atmosphere seems to be fine, but sphere? Saphir? Oh no.
お
Did I click too fast or has she actually not said anything?
どうしたな？ニコの真似をして、
Oh, they put up a Nicole sticker.
内緒話でもしてるのか？でも何も聞こえないぞ。なんだか様子が変じゃないか？
What are you doing?
まさか誰かに脅されてるのか？
Hey, Resonant?
目
What's going on here?
何し
Mysterious type of ancient moon energy that has similar effects to Kuvaki. It can change how objects may be acted upon. Characters who absorb an object filled with Archeoloon energy will enter the moon vein suffusion state. Moon vein suffusion will make your body feel lighter and increase your jump height. You can also use Archeoloon ripples while jumping. Tap to attack and unleash Archeoloon ripples. Tap it to cast on a spot and hold to aim and unleash. Tap again after firing to detonate ripples and inflict damage on objects in the explosion AoE. This will also affect the gravity acting on affected... Okay, well that's how we're going to solve that other puzzle. To exit the state, tap the elemental burst button.
なんだかよくわからないけど。
Alright.
さっき
That was a lot of words.
お前にくれた力を使えばこいつを起動できそうじゃないか？おお、今度は動いたぞ。
Okay.
でも床のこれ
Well, thank you, Kai.
送る通路だよな。
Me-side stream when? I'll admit that I have not looked into Me-side yet.
知ってたら
Maybe it'll
に
feel
隊長になってるっての。
Stand on the pipe to stabilize it. My hat's a little janky. When I first made it, they didn't have the ability to pin items between layers, and I just kind of threw it on at the last minute here. If I was smarter, I would have pinned it under my bangs. Why is she still not speaking?
待ってくれ。どこ行くんだよ。早く追いかけようぜ。
Okay. Oh, right, there's a... Alright. Just a second here. Sometimes I feel like, because they've released so many characters, they've stopped with having... Here. Don't ask what this team is for. Okay, this team is for gathering up things in Natlan. So it's got the characters that can see where items are, characters that can jump, characters that can grab items, and characters that can move around. It's a great team for exploration. No judging. Okay, yeah, I figured. I mean, you're gonna judge me either way, but...
見ろ。さっき地面に落ちてた3つの輪っか。なんでこんな姿になってるんだ。すっごい
Just assume that my objectives are beyond your comprehension.
ちょっと出かけて帰ってきたら小さな家が突然暁ワイナリーに変わってたみたいだぜ。
電気演算中。
3月の座標？まさかこれって月の座標を計算するための装置なのか？
I guess there are 3 moons. Which moon are we going to?
確認したい3月の座標を選択してください。接続が切断されました。電気演算接続中。
本当に蒼月の座
Moon coordinates located. Base engineering blueprints and main control hall route map have been transmitted.
これは設計図か。
And that is a spaceship.
よくわ
Yoki doki. Oh, this place is a lot bigger than I was expecting.
月への出発準備？コロンビーナ。
でも以前コロンビーナは私を蒼月へ連れて行ってくれたことがある。それにさっき私にくれたのも知らない。
Brief story so far. Well, yeah, let's go ultra brief. Our main character, Lumine here, was separated from her brother when they were attempting to exit this planet. And she's traveling around trying to find him. Except that she found him, and he's busy doing stuff, so now she just is like wandering around trying to figure out what's going on in this world. That's the shortest answer I can give you. As for what's going on right now, Columbina is the goddess of the moon. Trilunar goddess, actually, because 3 moons.
手を出してくれる？
But normally she talks. Gang or a cult.
新月の庭でやったように。
何するつもりだ？
Oh, it wasn't Columbina. Makes sense.
どういうことだ？コロンビーナが黒い月齢になっちゃったぞ。
あれはコロンビーナじゃない。
なんだって？偽物だったのか？
追いかけよう。
It's nice that they've added more voiceover for the main character.
黒い月齢、どうしてコロンビーナの姿になったんだ？急いであいつを捕まえ
Okay, well, it appears that doesn't do much for fighting enemies, so...
さあ働きなさい。
やんのか
Among Us. The little Kuhenkis are actually spirits that kind of serve Columbina. Like, if you look in my thumbnail, there was a little Kuhenki that was, like, holding on to her moon as she was taking a nap there. But, I guess this little guy is a beast of a different power? But regardless, Columbina actually took us straight to the moon before, so yeah, she shouldn't need whatever's going on here.
見ろ、あそこだ。
アップルサイダーでも飲みに行くか
So the fact that they had to create all of this is interesting. As for why we're going to the moon, I suspect that we're gonna have to find out, because I was just following Columbina there. That was the extent of why we made it this far. I'm not very good at, like, live reactions here, so you'll have to excuse me. Right now I'm just kind of in awe of what's going on, so I'm not 100% certain I can do I feel like I should have seen that coming. Those blue squiggly lines were pretty.
侵入者扱いされてるぞ。
And now they're gone.
まさかあの黒いやつの仕業じゃないよな。旅人、気をつけろ。
That looked a lot more like I was the one that triggered it, but... Whoop, that's an explosion. But it was a force field.
また狙われてるな。左の障害物に隠れてやり過ごそう。
罠も猛毒の煙もなしかつまらねえな
見ろ、あいつ扉の向こうに潜り込んだぞ。
Whoop. Oh, you can't even just, like, tank it. It's a no-go. Oh. Ah. Oh, is that... Oh, that's the lower gravity they were talking about. Woo!
はずだよな。
Lunar gravity simulation activated.
うわー、どうなってるんだ。お前いきなりすっごく高く飛んだぞ。
We're getting ready for the moon. Oh, that's probably what you were actually supposed to do to get that other, whatchamacallit, the other, Lunoculus. Do I deactivate it? I'm wait. It seems like it kind of wants me to. Yeah.
元に戻ったな。さっきのは月の重力環境を再現してたのか。どうやらここでルートマップによると
I wish it at least gave Paimon enough time to talk in the time it takes me to use my regular walking speed to get to the next section.
コロンビーナのふりをした悪いやつ。
警告メインコントロールボールにて侵入者を検知防衛モード起動
うわー、違うんだ。お前を呼んだんじゃないぞ。
I'm just gonna attack it.
終末の嘆き
悪用の力を思い知りなさい。この心を持って天に帰る。
震えな楽になれると思う
さすがだね。
I do like finishing off fights with the bursts. I think this team's rotation, I haven't quite got it fully down, and I've heard that using Nicole's burst is a DPS loss, but who cares if it looks cool? Oh no, not self-destruct mode! You just got here!
まずいぞ。基地全体が暴走してるんだ。どうしよう旅人。それにここには重要な情報があるかもしれないんだ。
電気座標を認証してください。
え？天気座標って何のことだ？あいつ。何してるんだ？座標があれば基地の自爆を止められるのか？座標ってなんだっけ？
電気座標を
Paimon, you wrote it down! Please!
記号は全部で3つ。まずは一番形が簡単なやつ。2つ目の記号はすっごく複雑な形のやつ。最後はうろ覚えだけど2つ目のに似たやつだ。
電気座標の認
Nope.
電気座標
She wrote it down, but it won't let me look! Okay, so simple.
2つ目は
Second one is the most complicated. I don't know, I feel like that one's more complicated. I was... Oh, we got bad end. I'm sorry, guys. Everybody died. You failed to stop the self-destruct sequence. And as the countdown ends, the base is engulfed in roaring flames. The good news is you managed to escape the explosion unscathed with Paimon in tow, but alas, the mysterious Black Kohenki, the spaceship bound for the moon, and the tail behind them all vanish from your journey forever.
座標ってなんだっけ？
Come on!
あ、忘れちゃった。そうだ。記号は全部で2つ目の記号は
Okay.
すぐもうだ。
Wait, no, but...
座標。
電気座標
そうだ。
But then that means that I did get it right the first time. Super complicated shape.
うろ覚えだけど2つ目のに似たやつだ。
電気座標の認証
しまった。まさか
電気座標
もう一度。
Oh, she got the last one wrong. That's what's going on here. I thought that was weird. I thought it was different ones.
それだ。間違いないぞ。
電気座標の認証
I should have just gotten it right the frame myself. Come on.
認証は成功。こいつが喋ったのか？好き？
Oh, I'm glad that... Also, hello, Campbell. Are you watching back and finding out about me saying atmosphere fine but Saphir weird?
好きって宇宙船で月に行くのか？おい、はっきり言ってくれよ。どうするんだ？ここもうすぐ爆発しそうだぞ。
Oh, yeah, I decided to... Originally, I had two thought processes. We could either...
なんだか知ってるぜ。
I could explore the moon, like get to the moon, we could just do exploration tomorrow, or I could start tonight right when the patch comes up. So I decided to go with starting tonight because,
基地が爆発したら
I mean, I was gonna do it anyway,
方
so...
法がなくなっちゃうもんな。ああ、もう一か八かだ。
I don't know. So, I guess we'll find out. Either way, the Kuhenki is worried about Columbina, and it used this archaeolunar energy is different from all three of the other colors of Kuvaki, so it stands to reason in my head that it's not a different, like it's not one of the other sisters, because the other sisters were the colors of the other Kuvaki, right? Dang. We've only been to such a small section of the planet. Is the rest of it just water? Was that my computer struggling to load the moon?
まさか本当に空を
You
飛ぶ
know,
なんてな。
surprisingly, Genshin
オイラたち
does have sci-fi elements going on in the background.
わけもわからないまま月まで行くことになっちゃったぞ。おい、一体どういうことか説明してくれよ。コロンビーナに何かあったのか。おい、なんでまたとぼけるんだよ。
Say something or I'll throw you into space.
さっきお前確かに喋ってたよな。いや待て、まさかさっきは基地のシステムを通して喋ってたのか。
Can't you speak yourself?
そうだったのか。じゃあ宇宙船の中を調べてみるか。何か役に立つものがあるかもしれないぜ。
Alright, now if I'm being 100% fair though, I do have Aura Kingdom running in the background because, I mean, I had it ready to go just in case the game wasn't back up. But then also I'm running some auto links in the background. Oh, I got a Queen of Hearts. Very nice.
なんだこれ。どれどれ。中は結構広そうだな。これはもしかして脱出ポットってやつか。
Are we just gonna check all of them? Doesn't... Oh. How much RAM do I have? I don't know that
脱出
RAM
ポット壊れ
is
て
the
るみたい
limiting
だぞ。
factor here, but I'm pretty sure... I was gonna say I'm pretty sure I've got 32 gigabytes, but that's not true, is it? Hold on. Now I need to double check, because I don't remember how much RAM I have. Oh, no, 32 gigabytes of RAM. At the very least, when we were building my poor PC that is now outdated, we picked the important amount of a RAM. So, when it comes to the point that I really do have to upgrade my PC, at the very least, maybe we can just bring the RAM over. Is it DDR4? I don't know. It's probably DDR4. I really doubt it's 5. Oh.
お、お前が喋ってるのか。これを使うと喋れるんだな。
うん。古月の力、情報の伝達。
Alright, now before we get to the moon,
なんだか年素に似てる気がするな。
please explain what's happened with
竜
Columbina.
族の力なのか。
Gotta be Elon Musk rich to have DDR5 32 gigabytes of RAM. You might think that way, but the truth is my computer is from the pre-AI times. And it's so dated that it doesn't even support Windows 11. So, lucky me, they've extended the support for another year. So I've got another year to not upgrade my computer. And hopefully by then, something's been done about the, components crisis.
合ってる。
I missed what was said there.
うん。
うーん。違うのか。なんでそんなに途切れ途切れに喋るんだ。
Looks like the base and the spaceship were made by
それでオイラ
dragons.
たち一番最初に竜族の非言騎兵に出会ったんだな。
I mean, you say you wish you were still on Windows 10, but, the last patch full of bugs affected Windows 10 too. So, I'm not immune to whatever's going on at Microsoft these days. I did hear about the class action lawsuit. I don't know what kind of impact that's going to have. I don't think I've purchased any electronics that include RAM since that happened. But yeah, I got my PC, I want to say it was like late 2021. So at that point we were dealing with the fact that graphics cards were extremely hard to get your hands on with the Bitcoin mining.
どうしてお前はあいつの姿をしてたんだ？
コロンビーナ、好き、助けて。
あいつが何かトラブルに巻き込まれて助けを呼ぶためにお前を送り
Glock
込
and
んだ
Windows
のか？
updates. Well, then you're doing better than I am.
うん。合ってる。
違う。
もっとはっきり喋ってくれないか？
Okay, so I'm taking it that Columbina is not on the moon?
コロンビーナが好きで助けてくれた。
コロンビーナがお前を助けてくれたって？
We just followed a mysterious creature into space.
違う。
じゃあなんでオイラたちを宇宙船に乗せたんだ？
私、月に帰るためにあなたたち勝手に。
オイラたち何のためにここまで？
People who came along of their own accord.
そんなはずないだろ？
And the machinist was struggling to try and reclose the
すっ
door.
ごく間抜けみたいじゃないか。お前絶対まだ何か隠してるだろう。コロンビーナに助けられたってことはやっぱり危ない目にあったんだよな。合ってるのか間違ってるのか、どっちなんだ？
What I know so far is that a new teleport appeared, so I was like, yeah, we're gonna go there. And when we got there, we saw Columbina surrounded by Kuhenki, which are the little Kuvaki spirits, which is moon energy. If you don't know anything about Genshin Impact, I'm sorry, that's a lot of info. You're just gonna have to deal with it. And then we followed this Columbina, who is the moon goddess. We followed her to the big terminal for the moon launcher, except that after we reactivated the power, I gave her a nice solid handshake and she turned into this little Kuhenki spirit that is a color that is not reflective of any of the Kuvaki that was back on Earth. Like on Earth, or sorry, on Teyvat we have the gold, the blue, and the red. This one is black colored. So something's going on with the little spirit. So now the spirit is saying that Columbina saved her on the moon. I'm assigning a gender to her, I'm sorry. And then she came down to Teyvat somehow, and now she wanted to go back to the moon, but we just kind of got on the spaceship with her.
目が覚めた時すごく弱ってていろんなこと忘れちゃってた彼女私を癒しの場所臨月の庭へ
Oh.
そこでコロンビーナに治療してもらったってことか？でもなんでまた飛び出してきたんだ？
私月に戻らないとそこに私の使命
使命って何なんだ？
So Kai, as you probably know, I don't do any pulls while on stream.
忘れた
However, because the game came up about 10 minutes before the stream started, I went in and I used everything that I had saved on my main account. Got nothing. And then on my second account, I had saved up enough to get a 5-star, but I didn't have guarantee, and I did not get Sandrone with that. I ended up getting a Kaching. So on my second account, I'm probably going to be trying to farm as much as I possibly can during this patch to see if I can get Sandrone there, because that account has a what's your face, a Yaemiko, and that apparently works really well with Sandrone. But my main account, well, I'll probably keep pulling until the end of the banner with what I can earn during the patch. But then after that,
離れてなければ
it is what it is. Campbell, do not worry even the slightest bit. That is one of the reasons why I do not pull on stream, is because I don't really want to encourage it. But I am definitely locked in and not out my wallet is sealed shut. The amount of money that I spend on it, it never gets out of control. It is perfectly reasonable. Now, if you were to ask me about the fact that I ordered some more of the actual physical clothes in reality to wear to work and out and about the town, that's a different story. But I'm like, oh yes, I must save up to make sure that even if the Canadian dollar tanks more, I can afford to pay off my rigging, and it'll be fine. But then I'm like, oh, but this Citlali outfit, not the one in game, physical clothing that Genshin Impact designed inspired by Citlali's outfit. I looked at it and I thought, oh, but it's pretty. It's my birthday present to myself. So, yeah, I spent way more, so it makes it sound like I'm overextending myself. I've spent more on physical merchandise goods than I have on the actual, like, in-game stuff. Because I'd really rather have actual clothing than characters in a game. As much as I really do want characters in the game too, though. I was actually kind of talking through that and I missed it. I belong on the moon. Is Columbina right there? Yes, if she hasn't left. Paimon's got it all figured out now. Columbina wasn't in trouble. She just picked up this Kuhenki while strolling around the moon, sent her to the Silver Moon Hall, but our girl's got a little problem. Oh, she is a girl. Okay. Our girl's got a little problem. She either doesn't talk at all or she has to pant her way to the finish line. And now the two of us have gone whoosh and flown right out of Teyvat like a couple of silly animals lines hit by an arrow. That about sums it up. Now you got a trick that makes you a bad egg in Paimon's books, and from now on we're going to call you Eggy. Oh, come on. Columbina would bring us back to the planet. And Campbell, I agree, because I do purchase the Welkin on my main account, and my main account has lost every 50-50 since Natlan, which is insane. Whereas on my alt accounts, I have got, like, and I never get early 5 stars. I have the last early 5-star I got was Citlali the first time she was on the banner. But on my alt accounts, which I've never spent a penny on, I've got like a C1 Veressa, I've got a C1 Zibai, I've got a C2 Navia. Like, my alt accounts that never spent money are cracked. My main account, where I have spent a bit, I get nothing. I'm at, like, my record is, like I said, I've never properly won a 50-50 since Citlali's first banner in Natlan, so we're talking over a year ago. Like, oh, was that 2 years, actually? No, just a little over a year.
とりあえず少しの間を我慢してくれ。お菓子は後で山分けだぞ。お前が2でおいらが8。それでいいよな。
お菓子
Well, as I said, I do agree that I really dislike the predatory aspects of the gambling for characters. However, I massively enjoy the game, so I believe that if I'm reasonable with my spending, and if I am doing my best to not promote gambling to people, like the participating in the gacha thing by never showing it on stream anymore, I did once and I've decided I'm not doing it anymore, then I can enjoy the parts of the game that I find good without engaging in the parts that I dislike.
私が
in a way that promotes it to other people who might not have the same kind of mental fortitude that I can bring up here to be like, nope, I've got my budget and I'm not going over it just for a character.
よし決まりだな。いっそコロンビー内のサプライズにしようぜ。
Anyway, we're going to the
いつ
moon.
も友達が遊びに来たらすっごく喜ぶかもしれないぞ。まあな。だってひらめいたんだ。おいらたち
Well, we've already been to the
初めて
moon.
月に足を踏み入れた冒険者になるんだぞ。月に行くのは2度目だとか言うなよ。あの時はコロンビーナがズルしてお前を連れてったんだし、ノーカウントだからな。
宇宙船は間もなく月周回軌道に入ります。
お、もうすぐ着くのか？早く見に行こうぜ。
I think probably the best spot to be in is like where I am on Arc Knights, where I literally don't care about the fighting at all, and so
着陸地
I don't even feel like I really want to get new characters. I just want to play games
変な名前だけど
and make my factory. Oh, we actually get to pick a spot? Oh, I don't know. Archeolune Storm Research Center sounds dangerous. The Moonheart Gap sounds too easy since it was the first one. Let's just do the storm. Oh. Oh, I see it's red. That means we can't use it. Yeah. Yeah, as expected, all those red ones we can't use. Okay, I guess we're going to Unjian Circle?
接続が確立されました。
うわ、着陸するのか？
Moon. Angry Moon. Oh, it's 8:15. 8:15 in the evening. Oh my gosh, it got into a pod without me.
大丈夫だよ。
Oh, come on. Paimon and I could have fit in there. That's what I wish my pulling animation looked like, but alas.
何が起きたの？そうだ、宇宙船に事故が起きて脱出ポートに乗って着陸に成功したのかな。早くここを出てパイモンの無事を確かめに行かないと。
You didn't realize Genshin was this cinematic? It wasn't in the beginning,
別の方法を
but
考えないと。
they've really stepped up their animation over the years. Come on. Meow. And then I was trapped inside a cave for the rest of the game. Oh, right. You know, it's funny because occasionally at work, I sit next to a lady that likes to do just random puzzles on this puzzle website that she pulls up between like when things aren't busy. So like she'll be sitting there doing her puzzles, and I just kind of glance over now and then. And one time I had to do this ridiculous double take because she was doing a Genshin Impact screenshot puzzle, and I'm like, yo, did you realize that's like from a video game? She's like, no, it's just pretty.
本当に焦ったんだ。脱出ポットから出てみたら、
And I'm talking like,
卵もいなかった。
this lady's probably somewhere in like her 50s, and she's just doing this Genshin Impact scenery puzzle just for fun.
お前を見つけられ
And that was your first time reading through VA? You know, again, that's something else that's different from when the game first came out, is that they only had like 1 or 2 voiced lines between the first 2 countries. But over time, and especially recently, they've been doing a lot more voice acting with the main character. I remember reading a theory a long time ago that the reason why Paimon was doing all the speaking was because our main character wasn't like super fluent in the language of Teyvat. And so I think it's kind of fun to consider that and be like, oh well, now they're feeling more comfortable, so they're okay talking louder around other people. We didn't exactly have time to give the spaceship a good look over. It was literally about to explode. Gotta find her. Welcome to the moon. Alright, now my first instinct is to say, screw the quest, I want to explore. But there's a non-zero chance that I won't even be able to explore. Yeah, it kinda looks like... Kinda looks like we might be restricted. Frostmoon. So we might have to progress the quest. Oh. One small step for Paimon. That's interesting too. That is our new waypoint. So on the map, they're the same. It's a lot of map, oh boy. Let's quickly check you back over here. So there's north of Mondstadt now. Obviously, Inazuma over here's got a couple islands. Then you've got Dragonspine and a second area of Liyue that was added later in the Chasm. And Sumeru is gigantic. And then you've got Natlan over here in the corner. Fontaine is kind of hiding up in this section. And we've got the Nodcry over here. And next patch, apparently it's just like a... There's just like a train that you're going to take up to, whatchamacallit, up to Snezhnaya. And of course then you've got Enkanomiya and the other, like, special zones. So yes, there's a lot that you've got to explore if you're interested in the exploration part. Although I'm actually kind of surprised at how large the moon is. Or? Oh no, it's a local specialty. I am freaking excited for Snezhnaya as well. So, I would say that I'll stream it when it comes out, but I don't think so. I think I'm just gonna kind of lock in for the story and marathon it the first day. And maybe look at, like, just chilling for some exploration after. Wait, is that battle music? Yes. Oh, that was really pretty. Stream on an alt account. You know what? That's actually a good compromise. So I can actually already know what the story is so I don't get lost. Oh, geez, that's a lot of teardrops of the moon. See, that's the benefit of having 3 accounts all at the end game level. One of the modules for Pioneer source structure, one of the patterns on it appears to have a different meaning. You always vote for Genshin stream and yet no one ever lets it win. I'm sorry. Perhaps I need to go dictator mode a little bit more often. Or maybe only maybe every once in a while I have to do a poll where the only option is Genshin, but just different things. Because I do still have 61 fragile resin. So there's still the opportunity to do a massive grind fest. It's actually for Reedsley. I would like to get, what's his face? Mr. Reedsley. I would like to get him up to top 1% using 61 fragile resin. I guess what I'm scared about is if the Stellar Conduct reaction's gonna need him to use a different gear, or like a different artifact set than what he currently has, or what's available right now. So I'm a little bit nervous about that. So I was thinking I'd probably keep an eye on some spoilers for a bit before I actually lock in, but... Obstacle detected. Visitor. I think he's cool. I should probably... And you've made a good point there, Plinko, to wait a week. The only thing is that in terms of getting time off work, I've got to probably concentrate it in as few days as possible for my own, well, we'll see. That battle music is so... non-battle-y. It feels so... floaty. I'm gonna need to take some time to just listen to the music later. Anyway, let's this team is fine when I'm trying to burst a boss or something, but it doesn't have any healers, and I'm clearly not doing a very good job, so... Yeah, and I know this isn't really that great of a team either, and I put my Kokomi in there just for healing. Oh hey, this counts as not cry! Because he's activating the ability to see items. Oh gosh, we fall so slowly. Okay, so before you actually activate it, that's when you get the extra jump. And then when you activate it, you lose your jump. No response. Oh. Replacing Pearl. No, it is the Luna Treasure Compass, so yes, it is the Nod Cry. However, I've not unlocked it, so I can't use it yet. That does mean, though, that we're gonna get the, probably the Modern Compass, where you get to see everything. Anyway, I suppose I should have looked at that first, huh? Where? Okay, so that was relatively friendly of it to kind of clip through the wall there. Oh, okay. You didn't mean that it doesn't work, period. You meant that it won't work yet. So, probably gonna have to advance the story to a degree, and then you'll get the whatchamacallit thing. The meeting point. I don't remember what it's called. Oh, it feels so weird seeing Flynn's jump like that. Columbina will make more sense. Oh, she's so freaking floaty. So, my second account is gonna lock in and get her hands on Sandrone, and my third account really needs Columbina because Columbina is just amazing. Okay, and then what? We're just gonna go up here and... Oh, no, there's more below. I see. Oh, no, Sitlali! My second account does indeed have Yae, and I was already planning on getting Yae into C1 with the free constellation. Just because I wanted to. Oh, that's interesting. I thought... Okay, I should probably be reading what's going on here, but I'll just go ahead and push this in here to see what happens. Oh, there's an activate button. That's what I didn't see. Listen, my Yae Miko has been there since her first banner, and I used her so freaking much. So if anybody deserves to get a character that is been waiting in the background come to life, it is that account. I see some people that are talking about how when they first started playing, they C6'd Venti just because it was like first banner, right? And now they're like stonks because Venti's getting all these beautiful buffs. I'm not that kind of stonks, though. And I didn't get her weapon either. Oh, because my alt accounts don't really do weapons. Rio will probably use MH still unless you farm out Sandrone's set for him. I remember he'd stopped playing when I lost him 50-50 on her first banner. Oh, hey Dragonfly! Sorry, I didn't see that. I didn't see that was you there. Good to know. Cause the idea of hunting the Marechaussee Hunter and then it dying next patch or something, oh, that would just kill me. Okay, yeah, up there's where we're going. Yeah, and my Furina... Everybody says that Furina's signature weapon is really bad, and I agree that it's tough to use it on her because there's not enough energy recharge, so my ideal scenario would be I'll get my hands on a good set for Reedsley, and then I'll also be able to get a nice energy recharge set for Farina. I know, Favonius would be better, but it just doesn't look as pretty. Obstacle detected. Now, I was thinking maybe we need to just bring these guys over here, but they just kind of vanished too. So... dire skins to force cohesive look. I don't know that I am ever going to be in a position where I can get my hands on the dire skins, and that is not a reflection on my character build. That is a reflection on my ability to fight. But it's not like I'm gonna recruit somebody who has like better motor skills to properly like use my characters or anything, right? I'm busy being an idiot here again. Oh, this is the brick all over again. Okay, so we need to get through the door. But in order to get through the door, Buddy's gotta let go. Oh. Ugh, I'm an idiot. The endgame HP inflation is getting high, faster than your skill improving. Yeah, I get kind of flustered when the fights are hard. So what I should have done is I should have got Chaska, because Chaska doesn't require as much careful swapping, I think. I mean, Flynn's is actually pretty easy to use too, but he's also pretty. However, that being said, the banner or the website that does the rankings that you can actually get the detailed numbers. Oh, you don't want to let go, do ya? No, you don't. That thing is reacting something fierce too. I don't remember which one it is. I always get them mixed up. I think it's Akasha, right? Because I have a tendency to go to the wrong one. Yeah, it is the Akasha website. They don't update the they have to manually set up the parameters for how to make for the characters, right? So you can't see the ratings for everybody. Everybody else will let go. Oh no, they pick it up again too. Yeah, it won't let him drop it. What's going on there? Oh, does Akasha have leaderboards too? I honestly, maybe I'm just doing a bad job of reading the websites the same way I'm doing a bad job of attempting to solve this puzzle. So, this guy doesn't want to let go, the orb. Will this one power it? I doubt it. No, he won't let go of it fully either. Yeah, it's a skill issue, I'm sorry. In my defense, I've never claimed to be smart. Which is a shame because I don't got much else going for me either. 5 coffees later. I've actually only had 2 coffees today, so don't report me. But yeah, I've only had 2 coffees. And the reason is because I was really locked in on getting some work done today. Can I knock these out? No, I can't knock those out either. So... see, my thought process is I need to knock something into here to replace that orb. Oh. Or I just need to hit him with a bigger boom. Yeah, there we go. Okay, we do need a 5th coffee now, don't we? Yeah, I needed that. The other thing is I'm trying to talk at the same time. Normally I'd be locked in and focused, but do you really want 3 hours of midday? There's 5 on my desk. That's what I meant. Come on. Come on, come on, come on. And hey, Rem. I'm currently doing a bad job of, oh gosh. There was something in Genshin that referenced 5 is right out. Wasn't there recently? Not streaming in the morning. Yeah, because I was waiting for the patch to come up. Ancient Moon Pearl storage area. Look, we're on the moon! 3 hours of talking to a brick in a horror game. I've done worse. I've done worse. But you know what? The true horror is having to backseat someone as incompetent as me, am I right? That doesn't look comfortable. Couldn't we have done that to the Saphirs in the other room?
お願い話して。
おい、助けに来たんだ。もう大丈夫だからな。
ごめんなさい。あなたたちだったの。
なんであんな奴らにさらわれたんだ。ここがどこだかわかるか。
I just have to embrace the Saphir, okay? There's nothing to Saphir but Saphir itself!
私を端末に接続させて。
I'm pretty proud of that one.
端末ってなんだ。
入り口の端末に情報が。
ああ、オイラたちが来た時に見かけたやつのことか。よし、行ってみようぜ。
You don't you SMH at me, that was... It was pretty good. Wait, what do you mean -1? I'm losing subscribers and I haven't even sang a single thing this entire stream.
黒卵、お前の言ってた端末ってこれのことか。
そう。
Zen Ninja.
私の名前。この中にお前の本当の名前があったのか。ニンニンって名前だったんだな。
You make one bad joke and everybody leaves and then I spend the next hours talking to myself. It's normal. It's normal.
それは端末に保存されてる。
おお、黒卵は端末の情報を読み取れるのか。じゃ
ネルギーステーション、エネルギーを作って貯めておくための。
ってことは、さっきの光の玉は何かのエネルギーだったってことか。
Oh, I guess the only place we saw the name of that power, the Archeolunar power, was in the tooltip, so they actually haven't named it in game yet.
エネルギーそのものだと思われてさらわれたんだろうな。
Honestly, I feel like it would have been better if they hadn't popped up the tutorial there that like explained everything about like what it does. I feel like it would have been a little bit better if they had like
の目ってなんだ
is what I say. And now that I think about it, I was struggling despite the fact that I even read it.
見せてあげる。
Never mind. I'm sorry. And I'm glad puns are okay, Dragonflies, because I rarely can come up with the ones that I like, and I was pretty proud of that.
おお、すごいな。隣のちょっと背の低い3つの建物は何だ？
今そのうちの一つにいるの。作業日誌によると、
Work logs record that it is a lunar surface monitoring station capable of monitoring the entire lunar surface. Why are we doing this?
全体を観測？だったらコロンビーナの居場所も探せるんじゃないか？
わからない。でも可能性はある。私たちもう一つ目起動した。
ならあと2つのエネルギーステーションをどうにかすればいいんだろ？任せとけって。ほら黒卵行こうぜ。
黒卵じゃないよ。ニン
Nin nin.
ニンニンでもあるし黒卵でもあるだろ？
ニンニンだよ。
わかったわかった。ニンニン黒卵これでいいか？
ニンニンだけでいいの。
Oh, Paimon is being a real jerk
お
here.
い調子に乗るなよ黒卵。オイラたちがこんなレストラン一つない荒野に来ちゃったのは誰のせいか忘れるなよ。お菓子が
You know, speaking of restaurants, though.
わかった。
Oh, no, 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 no. Don't you dare let anyone call you a name that you don't like. And that goes for everybody. If you don't want to be called something, say it.
ああ、いや、オイラたちだけの秘密だよ。
I, personally, have a name that only my enemies call me.
ほら、早く他のエネルギーステーシ
So
ョン
if anyone that I'm on good terms with calls me that, I will stop them and say, if you call me that, we are enemies. And it just, like, throws people off so much. Alright, up we go. Now, I take it that this is part of that puzzle that I was kind of looking at but didn't solve at the surface?
おお、
Yes.
地上に戻ってきたぞ。残り2つのエネルギーステーションはどこにあるんだ？
Alright, so... That didn't do anything. It appears that when you're aiming at something that can do something, it'll give you those extra orby thingies? No. Not 100% certain what's going on, but it does say obstacle detected, so is that some kind of rotation required? I don't know. I'll let it be for now. I want to explore. Okay, I want to see what happens on this at this border. Oh, unless it won't even let me out of here because it's like a, Oh, no, that... I don't know Mars... Oh, what? That doesn't look right. I don't know about Mars because there's 3 moves. 3 moons. Yes, this is the moon, so there's low gravity.
ソーランドイ
目を閉した暗闇は怖いですか。
Ta-da!
どうやら僕は
But I want to run to the edge and see what happens because there's this blue wall. And I assume that means I can't go past it.
いつからの流行りなんですか。
Oh. Most areas on the moon are filled with turbulent archeolune energy. Exhaustion builds up under these conditions and you will collapse when exhaustion reaches the limit. Okay, so this is a... You're not welcome here. Oh, geez, that is fast. That is really fast. Okay, let's see what happens when we collapse. That is, let's explore the area ahead of us later. Yeah. I should have picked the 6pence. That seems to be a reference that I don't know. But yeah, I'm guessing that once we fix whatever energy thing is going on here, it'll let us out of the blue orb. You'll feel exhausted when you're exhausted. Yeah, no, it's valid. Very valid. Yep. Oh, she jumps so floaty, like in the first place, so on the moon it's perfect. And as tempted as I am... No, I am tempted. Let's go. Let's see what's going on here. The prototype Amber is spinning more slowly? Is it? Is it actually spinning more slowly? Hello, Martin. I feel like I should have done a better job of getting those rocks off of here to solve the puzzle. Okay, well now I kind of want to see. Is it actually spinning more slowly? Hold on. Oh, sorry, you meant that it normally spins quite slow. See, Oh. Oh, shoot. And then I'm nowhere near the... It's fine. It's fine. I'll just run there again. Oh, it's fine. I will just run there again. It does look pretty. I'll admit that I wasn't using Prototype Amber on her on my alternate account. And then I switched to it like 2 days ago because obviously Prototype Amber is a really good choice for her when you don't have her signature. That is very nice, very serene. I could just sit here. I could just sit here and stare at the scenery for a bit, though. It's so different. Bare feet is better than wet socks. Well,
や流れてご助力を
I feel like it would have been better
怖いですかほら
if she did have shoes on, because her feet are probably going to be pretty hurt from the ground.
役に立つかもしれませんよ
That being said, you know, it's actually not very good for you to continuously walk on your tippy toes like that. It can cause some damage to your feet if you do that when you're young. So highly not recommended. Columbina needs to get it under control. No, don't load it.
満ちてご安心を
I probably don't need to use Kokomi's skill there, but I like the jellyfish. Hello, Chikazuki. I know it's an odd time, but I did want to play as soon as the Genshin servers came up, so I figured I'd start when the servers when I thought the servers would come up, and I actually did a really good job. So like 10 minutes before my stream start time, the game came up. The surface of the moon is omega sharp since there are no elements to erode edges off the rocks. That is not something that I have considered. That makes her feet being unadorned even more concerning. All the insoles and cushioning shoes actually make your arches fall. I've heard that as well, that that barefoot is or people that go barefoot can have some beneficial impacts from that. However, you can't just like start walking around on your tippy toes everywhere.
目を閉じて夜ですね
She doesn't actually walk on water. Only Farina and Kokomi can.
旅の役に立つかもしれませんよ
Oh, I see. We're
僕は
gathering
言い
up
ませんので
blocks.
どうぞ
Whoop. Maybe she creates little water platforms that I'm not entirely sure if there's a lore reason for why she's so floaty other than the fact that she is the moon goddess. She decides her own gravity. So I think we can let her do whatever she wants. Uh-oh. A storm caused by turbulent archeoloon energy in the air. Exhaustion builds up under these conditions and you will collapse. Wait, what? How do I get away from it? I wasn't even in the bad zone. I think that's supposed to be Kuvaki energy, not hydro energy, but I mean it could go either way since water and moon seem to be connected quite a bit in this game. I mean, even in reality, water and moons, they do be connected. Let's learn about tides.
見てみろあの魔物たちの後ろにも端末があるんじゃないか
Oh, they're already half dead.
満ちて掃除対象ご助力を
お静かに夢なき眠りへようこそほら
Her walking on Kuvaki energy might work. As for her eyes being closed, she uses Kuvaki to see, and you have the ability to remove her little blindfold. So as you can see, I've actually taken off her blindfold. And oh yeah, Avatar: The Last Airbender. Yeah, water and moon, they do be connected. It's a thing.
あの
It is
端
a
末
thing that people do in
ガツン
stories.
と外にむき出しになっててなんだかかわいそうだな
And Paimon is feeling bad for a computer.
これがエネルギーステーションの端末なのか黒卵試してみてくれ うだ
I don't think that
何か
worked.
新しい情報はあったか？
エネルギーステーションの端末だね。でも新しい情報は読み取れなかった。
そっか。
That was it?
新しい情報がなくても無事に2つ
I
目
was
を
kind of
起動できた
expecting another little level, not just 2
シグナルロケ
bosses.
ーターの故障を
Oh, no.
検知。シグナルロケーター最上部にある。手動で調整しないと。
そういうことか。じゃあまずは何とかして上に行ってみようぜ。
Go to the top of the tower. I don't know if these teardrops of the moon are... Okay, actually there's a way to find out. You know what, we're gonna take a break. Oh no, she uses the bugs. I wonder who's gonna use the moon stuff. Gosh, that's actually kind of weird that she doesn't. Who else would be using moon stuff? Anyway, let's try Sandrone. Little break. Sandrone is a cryo damage dealer who enables her teammates to trigger stellar conduct reactions and who deals stellar conduct damage directly with her talents. When Sandrone is in the party, superconduct reactions triggered by party members will be converted to stellar conduct. A starlight prism will appear in the field, turning the surrounding area into a wondrous pole star field for a short period of time. All characters inside the pole star field receive a cryo and electro damage bonus, and when opponents within the field are hit by cryo or electro attacks, the field will store the dissipating elemental energies and then completely release them every 4 seconds. This further increases the aforementioned damage bonus and also increases the base stellar conduct damage coefficient for 4 seconds. That's a lot of stuff. And also physical resistance reduced. Okay. Yeah, but the next new characters are gonna be from, Snezhnaya. I'd have words. I know how to use words. During a charged attack, Sandrone will summon the mechanism Fagio to bombard the opponents. During this time, Fagio's power will rise continuously, and once it reaches its max, it will overheat and slow down. Outside of a charged attack, Fagio's power decreases slowly. When Sandrone is off field, she'll focus on repairing Fagio, causing the latter's power to decrease quickly, and you will exit overheating. Okay. I was surprised when they revealed that Thritza is an elf-like princess. I mean, we have, we do have, like, Nahida with the pointy ears as well. I don't know that we've got full information on what exactly the pointy ears refer to, because so far it's been, Fae or... Like, we don't know what on earth is going on with even, like, Klee. Like, we don't know if there's, like, some kind of other... Oh, she's kind of like Kage! Sorry, I got distracted. Yeah, Layla has them as well, and we don't really know, like, we don't really have a good indicator of what that means specifically. It's like, people just don't talk about it. Klee's mom is not yet playable, but that doesn't mean she won't be. Chaska has them as well, you're right. I am currently doing a very bad job of remembering characters. I guess I gotta... Okay, we're in overheat mode there, so... Can't believe they put Chi-Chi inside here. It's like, that's about equivalent to What's-Her-Face's, Yeah, I know Chi-Chi got a buff, but I literally don't even know what it is, and they've got her in the trial, and so I'm just using her anyway. her overheat mode, where it's shooting out the little pew pew pews, is basically equivalent to freaking what's her face, Sigwin, standing around while charge shotting with the teeny little heart bubbles. And Citlali's should be a relatively quick one. Pew pew pew. True, but they still all love where it's relatively hot areas. Not that could it's strange to me. Oops, wrong button. Okay, so since we've got Citlali out here... Oh, she's actually usable for healing, eh? So... I ended up purchasing the IRL Citlali clothing. So it's a layered skirt that it's not as anywhere near as detailed. It's mostly just flat purple with a couple little accoutrements along the bottom. It's also asymmetrical, very pretty. And then the top is obviously not open to the back, but it's like it's this really cute, like high neck, sleeveless, like deep purple shirt, and then it's got this like translucent like sleeve covering bit. Yeah, sorry, I'm trying to describe like real life clothes, but it's because I ended up ordering the Citlali clothes set that Genshin made, and I'm super excited for that to come. So that was my birthday present to myself, and I should not have used that skill. I'm gonna do a really bad job here, so we'll just throw that out and damning DPS. Isn't it kind of funny that they literally didn't put any other Natlan characters in here with her? I don't know if they've got it on their website, because I actually can't order it directly from China myself. I order it through a third party. But if they've got like a pretty looking real outfit that is not cosplay on their website, it's probably the right one that you're looking at. It's very pretty. And I wanted it. So I got it for myself for my birthday. I don't think it'll arrive in time, but fingers crossed. Actually, if you just Google Citlali clothes, I don't know, it might be different for me, but... Okay, yeah, it's mostly just the cosplay, but... Anyway, just take my word for it, it's really nice. Impeccable drip. Alright, back to it, we gotta climb the tower. Oh, they want us to climb that tower, sorry. Gotcha, I see where we're going here. Oh, I guess on the East Coast, it is already July 1st, so I would like to take this moment. The Citlali Impression midi skirt, that is probably the right one. Because that sounds like what they call it, the Impression series. Then yes, you're looking at the right one. And also, again, sorry, distracted. On the East Coast is now past midnight, and what that means is Happy Canada Day to everyone! Yay! Or as Americans say, happy what? Well, what a coincidence! It is now 25 days to my birthday! So my birthday's first, I win. But over here on the America server, and again, I'm not gonna pull, but... Oh, no, I didn't mean to go to history. You don't need to see my suffering. I don't need to go to details. You don't need to see that. We're still 4 or 5 hours away from the restore reset. Yeah, Canada Day is our Canada birthday holiday. It's kind of like July 4th, but on July 1st and in Canada. Oh.
この子たちも家出したの？
Canada doesn't really so much have Independence Day, because in terms of being a colony of now I'm already not smart enough to do a good job of explaining this on a good day, but specifically the way we like to joke about it is we were like, hey, can we be our own country, pretty please? And they were like, yeah, okay, you can be your own country. So England was like, yeah, okay, you can go be your own country. It's not so much an Independence Day as a like, we're on our own now. We moved out. We finished university, we got our own place. We can handle it on our own now. Canada lore. That's really bad. Please do not take that as the actual story here. I'm very tired and I'm not very good at history in the first place. And also, as we've determined, I'm not smart. So that's the way I like to remember it. Foundation Day. We just call it Canada Day. Maybe I better Google Canada Day, so double check to make sure that I haven't said something ridiculously dumb. What happens? I googled it, and the first result is what happens if Canada Day falls on a Tuesday? No. For the most part, it's for Canada Day, most people just like have the day off work. Maybe they'll go to a park for a party. If it doesn't rain, there'll be fireworks. Canada Dry. Doesn't even have any real ginger in it anymore. Most of the Snezhnaya male characters got a lot of drip. Hope it's good enough gameplay. Oh, I am very excited about the I'm very excited about the dudes coming up in Snezhnaya because they've been, I think they've been hitting the mark with the dude characters a little bit more. And they've got a lot coming up, so I was very shocked to see how many men were in the trailer this time. That was very exciting. Romania's got something like Foundation Day, more like Independence Day. I'm actually not familiar with the history of Romania, but then again, I'm not super familiar with the history of Canada either, so you can't really expect that of me. Oh, I'm a mess. Before next stream, I've got to go brush up on my history. I wonder how many Independence Days there are across the world that are independence from England. Was the Philippines also a English colony? Or was it from a different... I know that the Spanish also colonized a bunch of areas. This is a weird, heavy topic. I'm sorry. I was just trying to say Happy Canada Day. And I was going to follow up saying that my celebration is I'm going to play Genshin and go out for butter chicken poutine. If we get a free 4-star pretty quickly in Snezhnaya, I hope it is the Hunter Kid, because he looks really cool, and it would be nice to get a free cool dude. Well, thank you for calling me more rational and a good thinker. I'm not doing a great job. Butter chicken poutine is amazing because obviously butter chicken is great, fries are great, and then you add in some extra curds and put it together. Oh, that's a food coma waiting to happen, but it's so good. really? Philippines was a United States. I did not know that. As I said, my history is miserable. But it's not an excuse. When I was working in the US last year, I wished the US counterparts a happy Flag Day and was met with an awkward silence. Yeah, the United States has got some stuff going on right now, so things can be a bit touchy, so we'll hit them with Happy July 4th and then quietly walk backwards while they take their time to sort stuff out. Jollibee does exist in Canada, but I don't think there's one too close to me. Hold on, let me check. Jollibee in BC. It appears that there is precisely one. Oh, no. There is two. There are two Jollibees in BC. And they are both in the Lower Mainland, so I would theoretically be able to go on a mission to try it. I wonder if it's the same here as it would be there. Achikun, hello, and I have Aura Kingdom open underneath. 1 second here. Oh, they're gonna be done linking soon. 1 second. Technically, Aura Kingdom is happening in the background, so since you're here, I'll show you. I did finish most of the first one, and it would take way too long to even get to 500,000 and then have to continue on, so I'm just like not gonna. So, excuse me, but we're on the moon. Haven't had heard of poutine in a while. I guess poutine is like much more popular in Canada. It is like a Quebec type food, right? Happy 250th does sound like it might be safer. Maybe I'll check with my friendly American friends who won't bite off my head for saying the wrong thing and make sure. Then, what do we got? Gotta get peach mango pie. I don't know if I've ever heard that. You mean at Jollibee? Have you met Romanians in Canada? As you might have imagined by me saying butter chicken poutine, and the fact that I obsess over Korean fried chicken, the area that I'm in is actually quite big for East Indian as well as Korean style food. I don't know where. Actually, I don't know that I've ever heard of a Romanian restaurant, but that's now something I'm immediately interested in. Romanian restaurant near me. Oh. I'm getting very distracted because I'm also a little bit hungry right now. But basically, Google has this thing where it's decided that I'm in Eastern Canada and it will not correct itself. So anytime I look something up, it just immediately jumps to Eastern Canada, even if I add like Vancouver to it. It's like, nah, you want Eastern Canada. Oh no, it's still not actually going to let me go outside the wall. Poutine is popular in the states around the Great Lakes. That makes sense because that's by Quebec. Get ube pie. You know, there's actually a cafe near where I am that specializes in ube flavored things. And they were doing it before it was cool, so you know it's the real deal. But like, they have these ube cupcakes and they are so freaking moist. They're so good. So I'm already a fan of ube. You don't need to sell me on that. For my nephew's, I think he's turning 3 for his 3rd birthday party. They went and they got the ube cupcakes for it, and boy, those slap. Like, instead of doing a cake, they did the ube cupcakes, and that was amazing.
この塔すっごく高いな。ああ、下を見ちゃダメだ。見ちゃダメだ。
何を怖がってるの？あなたは飛べるでしょ。
Oh,
おいらは
our little fairy is getting more verbose. Or kuhenki, sorry.
ここがイビニベルンの目なのか？なんだか異様な雰囲気だな。
If someone would ask you what they should try the most of the food in Canada as well as desserts, what's the best answer you would give? Well, I definitely think poutine is something that if you've never tried it, you don't have to go all the way to Canada to get it. It's fries, curd, or cheese curd, and gravy normally, but like basically you could replace the gravy with any kind of thing that you like that is nice and like a thick sauce on fries, and it's delicious. And I guess technically that counts as Canadian cuisine, but there isn't like a ton of stuff that is like distinctly Canadian as far as I know. I guess Nanaimo bars are really, really good. Cheese fries. It's more than just cheese fries. I swear it's more than just cheese fries. Like I said, Nanaimo bars are distinctly Canadian. Although those are very, very, very sweet, so you can't have a lot of them. What are other things that are Canadian? I mean, like ketchup chips. Ube ice cream. You know, that's funny actually. I went to a hot pot restaurant, and one day they had ube ice cream as like, 'cause they serve you like a free ice cream after your hot pot, and I had ube ice cream. Yeah, but it's more than just the.
あそこに
It's more than just its parts. I swear, if you have not had poutine, it's hard to really express that it is more magical than simply gravy, cheese, and fries. It is quite magical. But the butter chicken poutine is just like next level too. I'm very fond of it, even though some people would probably say that it's not traditional enough. I guess I like tortilla too, but that's the East Coast kind of thing. That's the meat pie.
情報が手に入ると思う。
Oh gosh, once I made a meat pie with like a mango chutney, and that can't possibly be a traditional, because like you don't grow mangoes in Canada, but man, that was good. Squeaky cheese. Yeah, I mean, I guess curd is squeaky cheese. If it doesn't squeak, is it even poutine? No. Okay, I think...
何が起きたんだ？
私がイビニベルンの目を起動したの。
おお、どうだ？コロンビーナは見つかりそうか？
端末の観測によると。
Gosh, I need like a list of actually Canadian food to recommend, but I think one of the most cool things about the area that I live in is that so many restaurants do like fusion style cuisines. Let's see, here in Romania, all the visitors go for miti or sarmale, and they describe the sarmale as simply cabbage rolls. And it's so much more. Okay, well, I'm not familiar with these dishes, so I am gonna have to add them to the notepad. The stream notepad. You know what's funny, actually? When you go out to a restaurant, and you're finished, and you're sitting at the table, apparently, asking for the machine is a Canadian thing. Other countries don't have the machine. At least I've heard that from other people, that when you say you'd like the machine, people don't know what you're talking about. Oh, are we just gonna teleport? Kai, you're right. The sum is the whole is more than the sum of the parts. That's what I was looking for. And yeah, I guess you guys don't know what I mean when I say the machine.
古劇の力で稼働してる高速移送トンネル
When you're finished at a restaurant, you ask for the
ビビ
machine.
ニベル
I don't know
の
what else to
次の
say.
ステーションウージエン生態圏にたどり着けるよ端末の記録によるとそこに
I really wonder what you guys are thinking it is. Somebody's got to be able to guess.
じゃあ早速出発しようぜ。
ちょっと待って端末の中で
Yes, it's the payment method. They bring a little that's a little terminal for the register, and they call it the machine.
黒卵どうしたんだ？
It's just such an ominous thing to ask for at the end of a meal.
この塔の起源が記録されてるそれは
If you don't know what it is, I
ある
suppose.
民族の先駆者
The washing machine? No, the machine.
によるもので私たちが乗ってきた
I'd like
月へ向かう
the
宇宙船
machine.
あれも
すごいな。じゃあこのイビニベルンの目は
But anyway, yeah,
記
no,
念
it's
するためのものなのか？
rich people words. No, not rich people words. It's just a little.
月に着陸
Nowadays, most places use like iPads with
月
like
の周
the
回軌道上の探索が始まった
the adapters or whatever, so that you can like tap a card on it. But
彼は周回軌道上で
before, when
受信
everybody
した
was
の
using, I mean, they were using the
星空の
machine.
深淵から届いた謎のシグナルを
No, it's not even that I'm old. We just call it the machine. I googled the machine and it says the AI overview doesn't even know what I'm talking about. I swear I'm not making it up. I promise. I request the vehicle. I don't know why that. I get a kick out of that.
学者たちもその意味を解読できなかったけどその先駆者は
I kind of lost track of what was happening in the story here, but it's a good thing I've got multiple accounts because I'm gonna have to do it 3
彼ら
times.
王の名は
Oh,
ニーベルン
Nibelung.
竜王が本当にそいつが送ってきたシグナルなのか？
Yeah, but like specifically, when you're at a restaurant and you've finished your meal, you ask for the machine. It's not that you don't know the word for it. That is the word for it.
彼らはこの高い塔を建てたんだ
Canadians like to hype things up. I think I just like to hype things up because I was shook when I realized that other people wouldn't know what I meant when I said the
先駆者が
machine.
亡くなるまで再びさらに彼らはイビニベルンの目を月面観測ステーションに
It would be like
改造した
when we're in
んだ
Japan and you want to pay, you'd say kaikeo, like okaike. It's not cheese fries, it's poutine. It's not the bill, it's the machine.
残念だな。おいらたち
Maybe you guys just don't have machines.
これは私が読み取ったロ
The
グ情報
payment
に
machine.
過ぎ
Yeah,
な
I
い
mean, I suppose context-wise, when you're sitting in a restaurant and you ask for the machine, there's only one machine it could be, right?
本当の感激者計画は暗号化されてて私
あれ？さっきそれがお前に反応したって言ってただろ？だったらそのまま開けられるんじゃないのか？
私の情報はそれと適合
適合とか数が足りないって
例えるならお菓子とパイモンは相性がぴったりでも2割の量のお菓子じゃ食べ足りないでしょ
The
お前の分でおいらは8割
there's a couple restaurants around where I am that have like now they you don't have like a server, you just got a tablet on your table for the ordering, and I think it's fine, but
考えてこの感激者
they tend to not be super high-end tablets, and I don't know, it just kind of feels like
自分から黒卵の情報に反応す
It
る
feels a little
まる
impersonal.
でお前が来るのを待ってたみたいだな。
私にも
Especially since
わから
after
ない
you order, they're gonna come
で
over
も開けてみ
and
たい
bother you as soon as you put food in your mouth anyway. You ask for the bill like normal, sensible people? Come
おいらたちが
on.
手伝ってやるぜ。
Audio distorted. If it's my microphone, it might be that I was getting too loud because I was messing around with my settings when I was doing recording this morning. Let me know if there's an issue. Oh, the other thing I can do is I made a mistake and accidentally activated something. Hold on a second. One ear mode. We're not gonna do that though.
情報が足りないならもっとたくさん端末を探しに行けばいいんだろ。
Sorry. Oh, that makes me want to do something very, very
ところ
silly.
でさっきから気になってたんだけど、黒卵ってあんまりいい
Oh, the
変
game
化
has
とは言え
weird
ない気
audio.
がするけど、使命に関わってるんなら応援してやるか。いひひ、安心しろよ黒卵。ここに端末があるってことはこの先にも絶対あるはずだぞ。
ありがとうパイモンじゃあなる
One
べ
ear
く
mode.
偉そうに
I'm
しない
sorry, I'm sorry. I know I shouldn't do it. As for the game audio,
じゃあそろそろ
if
次の
if everyone else is able to hear some kind of issue with the audio, that shouldn't be it.
よ
The
ーし
distortion sound.
月の大冒険2つ目の目的地、宇宙人生態圏へ向けて出発だ。
What if I were to switch it to this audio control? I'm sorry, I don't know. Did it just start or was it happening the whole time? I tried switching over from the reading from the game to reading from my desktop audio. Hopefully that fixes it?
ウージエン生態圏だよ
Oh, that kind of makes me want to do something
宇
really,
宙
really
人
mean
生
though.
態圏
It started half an hour ago and no one said anything. I am so sorry. Okay, so switching over to the desktop audio control seems to be fixing the problem, but I do need to rebalance the audio a bit then. Oh man, you guys, if you had said something like half an hour ago when it started, I wouldn't have to do the thing that I'm about to do now. Hold on a second. I want to see if I can make this work. One sec. I don't think I can. Focused on the food talk and didn't notice. I mean, fair enough. Everybody really had some strong opinions about food they wanted to get out there. Now, this was actually something that I was planning on goofing around with for freaking April Fools, and then I thought better of it because I wasn't very good at the details. But hold on a second here. Hello? Hi! Stereo microphones? I was considering doing this for, April Fools, but then I thought it would be a bit too mean. And honestly, I'm not even really sure how this is supposed to be done, so I was goofing around with it and decided to scrap it. But now that you guys have decided to make something out of it, then yeah, let's have some ear suffering. I'm sorry. Yeah, we're not doing that though. Get that out of there. So basically, when I was setting up my my interface for my microphone, because I did get this microphone a little while back, it actually only operates on one channel through each input. So there's two inputs on it. And it took me a while to figure out how to get it to play through both channels, but I can't get rid of the single channel audio, so it's always there. It's just always sitting there staring at me as if it's there. Then I realized that I've got an old karaoke mic that's got the same input as the other channel, so I plugged it in and I realized, oh, I can have dual channel audio. So, yeah, I don't think we're going to be having an ASMR stream, and I also noticed that literally everybody has been extremely quiet since then, so I do believe that I have now murdered an entire chat. I'm sorry, everybody. But yeah, no, I don't even know what the quality of that audio sounds like, because as I said, it's not I'm sorry. Oh, I'm so sorry, but this is what happens. I should be paying attention to the screen because it's very pretty. Oh, that looks like an oceanid. Oh, well, apparently it's a kuhanki.
もしかしたらウージエン生態圏で生まれた不思議な生き物かも。
Hey, this little guy is getting more verbose.
あのくぼんでるところに立ってるんだな。
I'm sorry, Campbell, you missed the experience. I guess you'll just have to go back and listen to it with headphones.
生命の故郷。
Or not, because apparently it murdered everybody for a solid 60 seconds.
そんな場所に見えるぞ。
それはパイモンの目が騙されてるの。中に入ればわかるよ。
I kind of want to see what the map looks like once we land, because I want to see how the angry zones are split up. Because sure, the map might look big, but if everything is surrounded by the angry zones that we can't go into... Yeah, so we're gonna have to use these towers to get around. I'm feeling that.
この先がうじうじ生態圏なんだよな。ああ、どうやら歩いていくしかなさそうだな。
Okay. Transit station unlocked. And yeah, I see. Okay. So the moon looks big. But the actual traversable territory is a lot smaller. I don't have a glass mouse pad. I do have a glass craft surface. I don't know if my mouse would work very well on a glass mouse pad. I could test it out. Like I could just like wiggle it around on top of the glass and see if it works. Because some mice, they don't, like the sensors don't work with glass. But personally, I just wouldn't feel super comfortable with glass. It's loud and scary and it breaks. Man, my gut says I want to get over here so that I can, Oh, jellyfish! I assumed that with the right kind of feet, you'd be able to get a really good glide going on with a glass mouse pad. That being said, never heard of that. I'm just assuming. And I didn't want to sound like an uncultured rube for not knowing what a glass mousepad is, but you know what? I'll be real. I've never heard of that. Glass mousepad. Yeah, I'm personally still using my big old Genshin Impact desk mat. Tempered glass mouse pads. Anywhere from like $10 to $200. That's expensive. Yeah, with the right kind of feet and making sure that the sensor on your mouse was actually functional on top of glass, because like I said, depending on what it uses, it might not work. I suppose that none of them are clear, right? They've got dark. Oh, you can leave the high-speed lane to explore the area? We're absolutely going to do that. ASMR stream going to be in next poll. Oh! Oh. Wait, that... Huh? Oh, this is a freaking... Shoot, and he absorbed Electro, and I can't... No! I'm sorry, I just got distracted there. He ate me! No, it's not. This appears to be a local legend boss, and I really need him to not absorb Electro on me again. Okay, hold on. Oh, I probably should have stuck with Flynn's, but I was worried he was about to absorb again. Okay, he absorbed Hydro. Oh, he is stealing all of our energy. Alright, I'm starting to understand you. Oh, he absorbed it again. Defeat the prism slime before it enters. Okay, so there's one more mission. That is a local legend. So the slime, it's a little bit different. I don't know that we've ever oh no, have we seen local legends in the Abyss? I'm pretty sure we've seen like the wolf in Stygian, but not in the Abyss. But I mean, even regular enemies can be level 100 at this point. But yeah, that's a special enemy. Which reminds me, hold on a second here. Okay, we're gonna quickly unlock the the waypoint, and then I'm gonna pop up back over to Teyvat because I want to see if there's a new name card thing. Oh, the Mandragora! Was it in the Abyss? I forgot. I'm sorry. You can report me to the police now. In my defense, it is past my bedtime. Hold on, let's pop back over to Nodcry. You're going to make an announcement, Shadow the Hedgehog? Am I too tired to understand what that means? Before the prism slime first gathers light and swells, make sure it attempts to absorb energy no more than 2 times. I don't know if I fully follow exactly what that means, but next refresh is tomorrow. Oh, we do have a new name, our thingy. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21... Okay, so you'd need to max out all of these. Oh, right, sorry. Yeah, so because I switched the audio to being my desktop audio, which includes Aura Kingdom running in the background doing my auto links, then yes, that was an Aura Kingdom sound effect. I forgot about that. Because I had to switch over the audio to fix it because you guys said it was crackling. No idea why, but let's just go ahead and come into Aura Kingdom and turn off the sound effects so nobody else gets jump scared by me getting a rare item on my auto links. Anyway, we do need to get a maximum on all of the bounties in order to get this last card, or the last banner thing here. I got some work ahead of me. The wolf, the mushroom guy, prism slime, I'll figure him out, Ah yeah, in Aura Kingdom I am currently using an auto link sprite because they've got a bonus on where we've got 200 links per day, meaning with one link sprite I can get 250 links instead of just 150. Of course, they still got the heart bonds in there, so they're not very, I don't know if it's actually a good rate, but I've managed to get a couple new Eidolons, or Eidolons leveled up, or starred I suppose I should say. Wow, I literally don't even have words left anymore. Well, I still feel like getting the, extra 100 links makes it worth it. Because, for example, my scrub account had Typhon when my main account did not, so I did manage to link myself a full Typhon key. I've managed to link almost 2 full Dionysus keys, which means my Dionysus is almost done. My Queen of Hearts actually might finish if I can get one more between today and tomorrow. So it's been very good for me. My depth perception is off. What's the name of this Saphir dude with a spicy voice? What do you... I'm sorry, are you talking about Flynn's? Is it... Oh, hold on a second here. Did they add more keyboard controls to every window? Flint. I like Flynn's because he is a good DPS and he is also mine. Is there anything else around here, or...? Okay, yeah, there's more stuff around here. Not enough energy. Alright, so we need some Saphirs. Sorry, my VTube Studio crashed on my phone. Come back! I'm back. I'm sorry. Alright, that is one. Oh. Hold on, did I leave something good on the ground there? Slime condensate. You know, my alt accounts are running really low on slime condensate. So, I might actually farm that boss on them. That's a warp point. I guess this is probably where we're gonna get another one. Just looking for another orb. Oh, hold on. Oh. That'll do. I think they've successfully made bunny hopping slower than walking. Oh, interesting. Okay. I was wondering how we were supposed to get out of here. No, not high-speed transfer station.
至る所に宝箱が置いてありますが、これはいつからの流行りなんですか?
I wanted the bandana. There. Right then, I guess we go to the bubble pool next. Although, honestly, at this point, I'm starting to think that, I should probably go to bed, despite the fact that I wanted to stay up late, because I am fading pretty fast. I wonder, is this like the actual latest I've ever been on a live stream? Like, I've done long streams where by the end I was incoherent, but late at night? Iridescent Lake. Somehow, I feel this is not what our moon looks like. And we can't stray too far. Oh! There's sky whales! Oh, we can't go that way. Yeah, I'm fairly confident I haven't gone this late before, so... half an hour more, and then definitely calling it. But I did want to go 3 hours.
目を閉して死の底へお静かに。はっ。目を閉して死の底へ。
I just love Flint.
悪くないコレクションですね。
We got 1 a.m., we got 1 p.m., and then for me it's a solid 10 at night. And I'm already fading. Listen, when you get up at 5 a.m. every day, 10 at night is pretty darn late. Come forth, O child untainted. O stainless one, ride the silver shining ship and come back to mother. Floating ooze? Huh? What? I don't know what's happening. I'm not in control anymore, though. Oh. Yep. Not quite high up enough. Oh jeez. I think I just started a quest.
どうやら姉様も人としての姿を選び終えたようだね。
あなたの姿も私の予想通りよ、カノン。でも、
Oh,
あ
it's
な
the
た
Moon
があの
Sisters.
愛らしく小さな生命たちのために自ら進んでそのような姿を作り出すなんて思いもしなかったわ。
Oh gosh, you're normally up till 2 a.m. and here I am whining about 10 at night. I'm sorry.
当然のことだよ、姉様。あのか弱い命たちが私を信じ、呼ぶのなら、私は彼らの声に応えるだけ。私たちは世界を維持するために生まれた。人という名の生命が私たちの世界に住まうことを望むのなら、彼らの願いに耳を傾けることもまた、王が私たちに与えた使命だ。
ええ、王も言っていたものね。星の海に生きるすべての命は私たちと共に漆黒に立ち向かう盟友なのだと。でも私が言いたいのはそういうことじゃないの。ただ蒼月にこんなに
I'm about to
も
fall
感
asleep
情豊かな
midstream.
一面があるなんて思わなかったから。
姉様の言葉遣いも、あの小さな人間たちに影響され始めているようだね。彼らの言葉はいつもそんな風に曖昧なんだ。なるべく使わないでほしい。
I was
姉
looking
様
at
の言う
her
可愛いが何を
sparkly
表現したいの
clothes
か、私には全く理
and
解
then
で
it
きないよ。
moved. I cannot comprehend what you're trying to convey by saying endearing.
そんなことどうでもいいじゃない。アリア姉様もカノン姉様もせっかく人としての姿を作ったんだよ。まずすべきなのはここをこっそり抜け出して地上の人たちと一緒に遊ぶことでしょ。じゃなきゃ作った意味がなくなっちゃうよ。ほら早く早く。
私たちの可愛い妹はもう待ちきれないよね。カノン、彼らが地上に文明を築き始めたばかりの頃は、
Might have been better to do
あんな
this
よ
when
そ
I
者たち
wasn't
は
so
信用ならない
tired.
よ。もちろんその創造物もね。
と言って見向きもしなかったのに。
それとこれとは話が別だから。今でもあのよそ者たちを中に入れるべきじゃなかったって思ってるけど。
はあ、ソネットが楽しければそれでいい。言っておいで、 しっかり姉様についていくんだよ。
カノン姉様は行かないの？
あの降臨者の従者が私に話があるらしくてね。何でもこの世界の重力ポテンシャルと軽量テンソルについてだそうだ。
イスタロトが？
確か
Yeah, this is pretty lore heavy stuff. Don't ask me what's going on.
覚えないとね。でも私の気のせいかもしれないけど、
I don't even know which
彼
descender
女
they're
があの
talking
降臨
about.
者に対してなんだか
Like, is this first descender
大
territory?
丈夫。
I don't
早まって
remember
判
the
断はしない
lore
よ。
good enough.
そ
My
れならいい
brain
わ。
not be happy.
うん？
Coffee where?
なんでもないわ。安心して。お土産はちゃんと買ってきてあげるから。
お土産はなくてもいいよ。正体が誰にも知られないよう気をつけてくれればそれで十
Be
分だ。
careful not to be recognized when they've got these freaking moons behind their heads. Yeah, sure, that'll work. Okay, at least it wasn't a whole
どう
long
やら
quest
僕は
line.
長く世間から離れすぎていたようですね。至る所に宝箱が置いてあります
Oh
が、
shoot, I can steal power from
これ
them too?
はい
That
つか
seems
ら
sad.
の流行りなんですか？
Have I ever played Dark Souls? I have not. Were you around earlier when we were discussing the fact that I'm actually not get goodable?
いや、
I think. Oh gosh, I feel like I want to avoid saying too much because I'm in a bad frame of mind in terms of many things. Wow, I can't even talk anymore. But the only Souls adjacent style game that I've played would be Code Vein. So, and even that, I wasn't doing very good. I had fun with it though. I just get the feeling that it would be even more frustrating of a watch if anybody was asking me to play it for a stream. Okay, so I'm pretty happy with what I got done here. This bubble pool seems like it's not got too much going on now. I don't see any like good indicators of objects. So if we go back here, actually we could probably just stick around this territory. Oh man, I want to go up there though. Does Elden Ring have difficulty settings? I didn't think it did. You know what? I'm just gonna stick around this area here. Alright, we'll spend half an hour and try and extract a couple more chests out of this area. Yeah, I thought that was kind of the thing about the Elden Ring likes, is they typically don't have difficulty settings, so you just actually have to get good. And I understand that the point is that once you learn how to fight the bosses, it's very satisfying to be able to pull off the fights. But
悪くないコレクションですね。
unfortunately, my brain and my hands, they don't do good. They don't do a good job of executing on rotations. I would need a lot of practice. Okay, where is that? It's this one. Whatever was going on at this orb over here, I want to figure it out.
やっ
Well, the other thing is I need to cut back a little bit on spending for a bit because it's been quite expensive. The way that gliders just like drop straight down afterwards is kind of silly. Obstacle detected.
Yeah.
Alright, let's see. So is there like something in the ground? Oh, this is what we need to do. We need to lift up that. Install it like a pirate. This isn't a condemnation of anybody. This isn't like judging anybody, but I have personally never pirated a game and I don't plan to. In the first place, as doing anything on a live stream, I think it's even more questionable. And I pirate all sorts of stuff, but I've never pirated a game, and I don't plan to. I have nothing against anybody, and I do not hold any kind of like value judgment on pirating games. But I think I told this story not too long ago. The very first time my brother was attempting to download a hack for a game, and I know that's not pirating a game, but downloading game adjacent things. It was a map hack for Diablo. The one that he downloaded included a whole lot of not good stuff, and what it did was when you're in solo mode it would work just fine. The hack would work just fine, but if you tried going online in it, it just it made your character run around randomly and drop all their items because it was a fake hack. And just in my head since then, it's been, I don't have a way to vet the games. Like, I don't have a good way to vet a game as a pirate, and I'm not confident in my ability to avoid being hurt by bad piracy. Whereas, you know, I also don't like have like a well, I think that basically is what it boils down to. I don't have a way to vet pirated games, and you have to run them as an EXE, right? Like, I'm smart enough to not run an EXE for if I was, for example, attempting to get my hands on a TV show, right? Like, I wouldn't run an EXE. I'm smart enough to know that. But in terms of games, I have no way to know if the game has been tampered with, and my goal in life is to not send you Mr. Beast screenshots on Discord. Oh yeah, Diablo 2 is one of the first like serious computer games that I ever played. Reactivate the backup power? Yeah, that's it. So, again, it is not a value judgment. I'm not judging anybody that is smart enough to figure out how to get games. But, number one, as a streamer, probably my best interest to not play pirated games on stream. And also, as a not very smart person, I don't know how to prevent myself from getting affected by malware. So, I'll stick with okay, and then there was the other reason. The other reason is that when you open the door to being able to have that many games, oh gosh, I don't know if I'd ever sleep again in my entire life. I might literally just never go back to sleep. Because there's so many games to play. It's dangerous, that's all I'm saying. Who am I kidding? The sleep would win. Oh yeah. Good Lacquer 123. Do I let him in? I feel like that's not very nice when I'm on a live stream. I'm sorry, Good Lacquer. Although I could have used some good luck.
旅の役に立つかもしれませんよ。僕はいりませんので、どうぞ。
Oh, my backlog's already a problem because I spend so much time just enjoying Genshin. I'm not gonna lie, it's Genshin and Aura Kingdom. I spend so much time with them, just like having fun, that my brain is like, yeah, we'll get to finishing that last chapter of Xenoblade X soon, and then 3 months have passed. What did that do? Well, I woke them up, but they're not doing anything. Okay. And then, of course, instead of addressing my backlog of games, I'm goofing around in Genshin again, but that's fine, because it's fun. The most important thing is not spending money you don't have. And if your objective is to have fun, have fun. Right?
どうやら僕は長く世間から離れすぎていたようですね。
Okay, we already solved
至
that
るところ
puzzle.
に宝箱が置いてありますが、これはいつからの流行りなんですか？
Oh gosh, no, I don't think I'm gonna make it another 20 minutes. I'm pretty bad here. So I think I'll try to figure out whatever this chest is over here. It looks kind of simple. I bet you we're just gonna throw some energy at it. Yes, Resonant, and in fact, I can give you an extremely good example of that. Oh gosh, it was a game for the Switch. Excellent story. Adored the music. Like, literally everything about the game was amazing. But I got to the final level, and I simply could not beat it. I practiced a bit, but something about the abrasion there, I just ended up not going back, and that's Astral Chain. One of these days I should really go back to Astral Chain. Because I do remember loving it right up until the point that it was like, oh no, I can't do this. That was an easy puzzle. Let's see if there's one more. Is that an escape pod? Kinda seems like there's too many escape pods here. Oh no, but that is where Paimon and I came out, so that must have been Paimon's escape pod. And then mine is the one that's half buried? Now my issue with the Xenoblade X actually has been that I didn't want to progress the story because I was just having a bit too much fun and I kind of didn't want it to end. So the point that I finished chapter 12, and I'm pretty sure chapter 13 is the last chapter because it feels really final, but the point that I finished chapter 12, I was like, oh, I don't want this to end yet. This is really good. And that was probably about 50 or 60 hours back. So I spent 60 hours grinding out just... oh, this guy's not awake. This guy's not awake. So I spent like 60 hours grinding out random bosses and just doing quests and like stories and whatnot. And then finally I was like, no, I gotta beat it. I gotta beat the game. I must. So I started to work on it. And then it activated chapter 13.1 or part 1 and I'm like, oh no, I wasn't even actually as close as I thought. Oh. guess I can't fire this in the cannon. Nope. I kind of wanted to try to fire the thing in the cannon, but I guess I can't. Yeah, so I got to chapter 13, part 1, and then we got to this boss, and it seemed like it was supposed to be really imposing, but I'm just like... Laser cannon! Pew! And it died in one hit. Because I had a really good laser cannon.
Yeah.
So after all that build-up of not wanting it to end, now I'm like... Well... Part of me wants to, before the next Xenoblade game comes out, the new one that I'm gonna end up probably having to buy a Switch 2 to play because I really, really want to play it. Part of me wants to redo all of the games, the Xenoblade games, but you're right, they feel so... It feels like you really have so much that you want to sink your teeth into before you let it end.
Yeah.
And it doesn't help that the worlds are gigantic, and especially with the way that they have like the connections between all the people, it's so detailed. I feel like I've gotten a pretty good bite out of the moon here.
これってサプライズ？
22%. You know what? I'm gonna say I'm happy with that. We got to the moon, we explored around the moon. Filling out the affinity charts. Absolutely ludicrous how detailed and convoluted those get. So, yeah, I don't think I finished the Xenoblade 3 one. And I don't even remember how far I got in 1 or 2 for those. I did get all the blades in 2. I got all the blades and I finished all their stories and I maxed them all out because I wanted to. Man, that was a fun game. But yeah, so like there's a part of me that's like, yo, let's redo all of the Xenoblade games before the next one comes out, but like try not to get distracted by the entirety of the worlds. That feels like an insult to how much effort they put into it though, so I don't know if I'll be able to actually like manage to stick with that. Oh man, games though. I find playing like story-driven games on stream though, I'm not as locked in on what's going on in the story. Oh gosh, I'm just falling asleep here right at my desk. I'm not as locked in on what's happening at the story. So it's like, I might need to play it twice if I were doing it on stream, or maybe pre-play it so that then I know what's going on. Because otherwise we end up in the circumstance that we had with the 2 hours in a brick. So I don't know if I would do like the new Xenoblade game as like a blind play on stream. Or if I did, I'd have to take it nice and slow. That could be fun too though, taking it nice and slow, because I have a tendency to just like glom onto a game and extract all of everything out of it in as little time as possible. Something to think about. Anyway, I do think I'm gonna go to bed now then, because I'm literally barely able to keep my eyes open. Just keep closing them and being like, yeah, this is nice, I should keep doing this. So with that being said, thank you for joining me on my trip to the moon. It's honestly, it's beautiful. I'm a little bit disappointed by the size of the moon and the exhaustion that kills you. But it is gorgeous. Yo, are those reacting to the player? No, they're not. They're just pretty colors. But yeah, so we'll catch you guys next time. And happy Canada Day. And I'm sorry for the ASMR scare. I don't know if that's going to be a thing going forward, but now you know I have the power to hurt you with my voice. And I should be very responsible with that. So we'll catch you guys next time. And bed. Very much bed. Where's the button? There's a button.